Team, welcome back to another YouTube video. I am here in Marbella in Spain. I have actually been to Marbella I think once for a couple of hours. This is the first time I've properly been back to Marbella. I've heard amazing things about the training and like restaurants and just the general area. So I'm actually here on a fitness retreat with Hybrid Fitness Retreat for 5 days until Sunday. In that time, I'm going to be doing a lot of training, a lot of sunbathing, a lot of eating, and there might be a bit of fun in there as well, because it's not all just about training, it's about wellness, okay? That's all about balance. Anyway, less waffling. I'm actually about to get in an Uber, go to a gym called Real Club Paddle Marbella, and I've seen it on Instagram before. It's huge. It's got everything there, Hyrox, CrossFit, strength, a lot. So we're gonna be training in there quite a bit. So yeah, let's go and check it out. Is this off that Netflix documentary, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, guys, today's session is, I'm probably way too close to the end. Today's session is strength lower pull. I've got some isometric stuff to do to help me be a better runner, stronger runner. Some power-based stuff, power cleans, depth jumps. Then I've got some strength-based stuff, trap bar deadlift, bit of incline row, get in the weightlifting area. And yeah, should be here about an hour. I'm going to try and smash through it because it's 8:30 and I've got to train again in the morning. So this is like playing catch up at the minute. But yeah, so far I'm impressed with this gym setup. Full of absolute legends in here as well. So one of the things that I'm doing to become a better runner is an overcoming isometric calf raise, which I'm going to show you on the rack now. Looks easy. Really tough to be fair. Do you guys remember the stuff I did at the Manchester Institute, and I did all the biomechanic based stuff and some of the strength testing? This is some of the exercises that have fallen out from that test. Okay, next movement. Single leg hamstring holds, nice and easy. Some isometric stuff again, strengthen the glutes, the hamstrings. These don't feel like 15 kilo. Feels about 30. Those plates. 15, 25, 30, 82 and a half. Good. Good morning team, we're here for day 2 of the training retreat in Marbella. It is currently 07:06, so nice and early in the morning. And we've got some intervals this morning. So on my program I actually had 4x800 with a few 200s, really quick. But today's program session, which is pretty aligned, which I'm going to jump on and do that instead, is a 35-minute AMRAP essentially, of a 600-meter run and then 75 seconds rest. Pacing wise, I think it's going to probably sit somewhere between like 5k and 10k pace. Obviously I know they're wildly different, but I'm thinking around 3:15 to 3:20 pace for the 600s, but we'll see how we get on and then dive into some Strava stats after. to hold that for the full 35 minutes is probably going to be somewhere like 3:15, 3:20, I reckon. But I might be completely wrong.
I'll hold on to you for the first and see how I can go.
Yeah. Dude, it's nice and cold, isn't it? As in, like, cool. Perfect for training.
Right guys, listen in. As said there guys, this is the start point, this palm tree here. So SOS, 600 metres on. Which actually worked out perfectly. There's another SOS sign. We will run it out in the warm up. We'll do some dynamic stretches. We'll run out the first 600 metres just so you know where you're all starting and finishing. And then we'll jump into some strides. So 600 metres, 75 seconds rest. Guys, please use your own watch. So lap it, that's your rest period. Alright, so we'll all start together, but quite quickly we'll have stagger starts. Alright, because it's all down to yourself in terms of your pacing and obviously where you're currently at. So go for your pace, go for your feel. The goal of an interval session is obviously working at sort of about 80–90%. Me personally recommend starting a little bit slower, build into the rounds. We've got 35 minutes work here, alright? We don't want to go too hard. Any questions, guys? Ready for it? First workout, guys, let's get it. One, let's go.
I'm into the trenches now where I'm not even fully recovering before these intervals. 2, 1, oh, we go again. That was tasty. I think I ended up doing, let's have a look, 6.9 kilometres. The splits were about 3:05 minute kilometres overall over the whole workout. I ended up starting too fast. I ended up finishing at like 3:15 pace, 3:20 pace, like the last 2 intervals. Got a good stimulus, and now my training readiness is at 10, which is a shame because we've got a lot more training to do. It's interesting because like the first 5–6, your running form is like bang on.
Yeah.
And then you're in survival mode after that.
And that rest goes.
Oh. I normally try to do a walking recovery, but on one of them I had to sit down. Now for the best bit, breakfast. It's a good spread that, isn't it? Strong spread. Not bad. Filter coffee. Need something a bit more punch in it though. Burn a bean, mate. So where are we? Session 1 done, breakfast done, content smashed, well done Josh, cycle around Marbella, new glasses, now we're ready for some lunch and some more training. We've got an afternoon at the gym today, so I'm stocked, good to go. Okay, session number 2 of today, we're back at the Real Club Paddle for a big Hyrox session without the running, so all the station work basically. No Celsius, so I've been on the hunt for Celsius for the last 48 hours or however long I've been here and I've still not found any, but let's go for a big set.
Whatever you need, you can be stars, let me hear you go. Baby, it's sweet, you can go far, let me hear you go. Tell me where to go, let me hear you go.
That was good. Good, hard, humbling and stinky. Let me let you into a trade secret right there. Carbohydrates. This is when your muscles are absolutely screaming for them. So I'm thinking about the next session already. Carbs. Not for now, but for tomorrow. I had 2 of these during that session. They got me through. I was at like zone 5 the whole time. It's a long time, especially like for session number 2 of the day. Good evening, team. Just had a big night on the sauce. Had some live music, as you've just seen. Great showing. Time is now, I like to give time updates on this vlog. 10:30 and we're getting up at 5:30 for a hike tomorrow, and it's going to look amazing. We've been looking at this hill for the last couple of days, and now we're going to go up it in the morning. Not all the way to the top, but a decent amount. So I'll see you there bright and early. Good morning, everybody. We're up at the crack of dawn, 5:30. We're now here for a hike. Time is 6:25, and we're hiking 2k up, 2k down. Have you ever seen Band of Brothers? Currahee, 2 mile up, 2 mile down. I'm in uncomfortable territory right now because I ever step onto terrain like this. I've normally got a backpack on with spare socks and a first aid kit, loads of water, loads of food, warm kit, wet kit. Here I am, bottle in my hand, wearing all my warm kit. Yeah, I'm not being bold and starting cold with this one. Anyway, I'm a civilian now, so that's what I do. Buddy Sam then, he went, "Well, Danny, we've got a bit of a situation back here." I was like, "What's that then?" He went, "Can you hear the tunes?" I've got robust ankles. Ooh. Okay, first proper session of the day. We are moving from aggressive Hyrox station work to Hyrox specific strength work. So I think it's a full body strength session, a mixture of push and pull, and then into an erg workout at the end. So not an easy day by any means. Some big lifting followed by attacking the ergs with aggression, but I'm not going to do any of that until I've had a coffee. As you can tell, I need a bit of caffeine to spike me up, and I can't find a can of Celsius anywhere, and I'm devastated about it.
Right, team, as you are all aware, we've got a full body strength session. I'm sure Danny can agree with this. Obviously, from a Hyrox standpoint, yes, of course, it's great doing your sleds and your lunges, but really build, your true strength and power. This is where it's really going to stem to then transition into, your movements. Do you agree, Dan?
Yeah, when you're doing it, just think like time under tension, and also not going too heavy, but going heavy enough and slow enough that you start to develop those fast twitch muscle fibres. That's what's really going to help build your maximal strength and help carry over onto the station work, just as Ryan was saying there. So, 10 split squats each leg into 10 single arm rows each arm, and then we'll just rotate for 12 minutes, so we get 3 sets each.
I'm into them networking. 12. There's some there you can take them as well.
50 plus 15, 65. Bit nervous for this, to be honest. A few leg swings, mate, a few token efforts. I could just do like 20 every minute on the minute. 10 rounds would be 200, 12 rounds would be 240. That would take me to 13 minutes, which would give me 2 minutes of skiing. So, yeah, this is basically 15 minutes of wall balls, I think.
Let's go! 15-minute block. Nice and punchy with your partner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love that.
Guys, you've got a minute. Take note of your score.
The sleds are flying, mate, so if you want to do burpees instead, we change the burpees.
20 lengths.
We did.
Great, 200 metres, yeah?
Yeah.
But if you want to knock that down to 16 or 15 if you're doing solo.
I mean, do 250 of them.
Might as well put myself in the bin.
No racing.
No racing, lads, sorry.
Put yourself in, girl. Ready, ready, ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay, so we're at the end of day 3 now, and you're probably watching this thinking, wow, you guys are training super hard. I don't train like that every day, definitely don't. But I think with this kind of dynamic coming on like a fitness retreat, you come here, you basically eat, sleep, train, repeat, refuel, you train hard, and you go home leaving the experience feeling like fulfilled, like you've worked really hard. Here we go, we've got another person who's been working really hard. We'll just talk about how hard we've been training for the last few days.
Oh yeah, very hard. No, we really have. 3 sessions today, it's been hard.
Yeah.
A lot of food, and now we need downtime.
This is literally exactly what I'm saying. Eat, sleep, train, repeat. Body battery on probably 0. Body battery, I've got my watch on, training readiness
There you
at mine. There you go, look. That is everyone on this trip. But we'll leave this feeling fulfilled, but also like from like a team cohesion point. When you go home and you train on your own, you can't train like that. It's really hard. It takes a special kind of person. But when you've got a big group of you, you all just muck in, you all train really hard. So with that said, I'm hungry. We're gonna go for pizzas and pastas and all kinds of things. Ready to train hard again tomorrow. It's unrelenting, but absolutely loving it. See you in a bit.
Morning everybody, bright and early, that's why it's so dark. Easy 60-minute run is on the programme today. Me and Josh was just talking there, everyone's Garmin is training readiness -5, so just going to feel it out, and then I might keep this one short and sweet so I can hit training well later. We've got some more strength work to do today, so I want to be not rested but not completely fatigued. So I've been doing all these double style workouts on my own, so I'm feeling it a little bit today, just a bit tired. We were just chatting there, and my heart rate is super high for the paces that we're running, about 120 beats per minute doing 6-minute Ks. Just shows how your paces aren't necessarily right all the time for your heart rate zones to stay in the right zone for, say, recovery or zone 2 or tempo or even threshold work. If I was to do threshold work today, my pace would probably be about 20 seconds slower per kilometre, maybe 4-minute Ks. So yeah, that's just why it's important to know your zones and your heart rate zones, running paces, but also be able to apply them even when you're fatigued. Oh, look at that. Right, time for some breakfast and a nap before we hit training today again. Johnny Harwood, if you're watching, mate, you better watch out for him. He's coming after you in the comment section of my Instagram posts. I know he looks nice, but he's got a mean streak about him, alright? So watch out before he starts delving into your Hyrox fit statistics.
Yeah, she leave you one more, laying low, but I could see the smoke. Yeah, and I knew it wouldn't be long. Well, I could stay. Whoa, I could stay away long enough to die another day. Well, I could try to get it right. Whoever's gonna keep.
That was a good session. It was good bit of volume actually. Got a bit of a pump on. It was leaning away from like the maximal strength side of things to more like strength endurance, hence the higher rep ranges and the lower weight. So yeah, really good. And now we're about to go straight into a big conditioning session. Probably a big doubles workout that I'll end up doing as a solo. But if that is the case, then I'll just keep it as like a tempo threshold effort. Guys, you probably noticed that I'm really trying to pronounce my THs. It's It's a bad habit I've had since childhood, and it takes me a couple of seconds to say threshold, because I'm so used to saying threshold. I'm working on it, alright? I'm working on it. This is going to be spicy. We'll start off nice and steady this, and then getting into sort of round 3, 4, 5, that's where it'll get punchy. But I'm going to shoot for 20 calories. I could probably do a little bit more actually, but there's no need. No one likes to show off.
Sold my soul for the sad drugs and rock and roll. Said I sold my soul to a woman.
That was brutal, but they all smashed it. They had their own calorie targets, 56 minutes of work. We made it a bit inclusive, picking people to choose out how many burpees we were doing in the final minute collectively as a group. Worked really well. They've worked hard. Just one more beach session to go tomorrow, and then we're done.
Guys, this is the end of the training retreat, because Josh, who's behind the camera, is going to Glasgow tomorrow morning, which means you're not going to have to see what we get up to tomorrow, which is only going to be loads of exercise on the beach. So yeah, it's been a very intense few days. Like I said, good team cohesion, good training, some important stats to show you. Training status, productive. Training readiness, poor. So that shows that I've worked hard for the last few days. What's next for me is Hyrox Cardiff next weekend on Saturday, so maybe you'll see me there. I suspect you will. But if you're thinking of doing a fitness retreat, hybrid fitness retreat, have a look at those guys on Instagram. It's been fantastic. Really, for their first iteration of this fitness retreat, it's been fantastic. Really well oiled, great group, great coaches, great programming, great gyms, really well thought out, and I'd highly recommend it. So yeah, thank you to everyone that watched this video, and I'll see you on the next one.